a minute. You tell me this is a matter of life and death and I gotta make a decision right now?
I'm afraid the CAT scan doesn't leave much room for argument.
How did Kelly miss all of this on those x-rays he took?
Because Kelly was looking for bone damage, and this is something entirely different. Besides, you didn't tell these symptoms to Kelly, did you?
I didn't think they'd last.
Well, if you had, he would have ordered the CAT scan himself.
Okay, so what's going on in there?
You have two subdural hematomas. One at the base of the brain, the other bilateral, which is affecting the frontal lobes.
Two of them?
Yes.
From one hit on the head?
No, I don't think that's likely. I think that the bilateral hematoma was a previous injury that's been reactivated by this more recent one. Now, can you remember falling down or being struck hard on the forehead?
Yeah, when I was out at Lake Elizabeth, I knocked myself out on a big rock. That be it?
Very likely.
Okay, can you be a little plainer? I'm really not up on my subdurals and my bilaterals this week.
You're bleeding internally in two places, and this is causing pressure to build on the brain.
Well, I know that's no good, so how do we get rid of the pressure?
There's only one way, an operation.
Brain surgery.
Tony, there have been remarkable advances in this field in the last 15 years, and you stand a very good chance of coming through this with no difficulties.
Well, I'm just not real crazy about anybody cutting into my head, you know?
It has to be done.
What if it's not?
If you don't have this operation, you could be dead in a matter of weeks.
Well, I can't die. I gotta get married in a couple of weeks. So you want to tell me about this operation?
Well, the area we're dealing with is a very sensitive area, but even so, normally this would be a standard procedure.
Normally?
There is one added complication in your case.
What's that?
The CAT scan showed up a hairline fracture of the first cervical vertebra, and that's going to have to be immobilized.
Why?
Because during the operation, it could split and then pinch the spinal cord.
So what?
That would result in complete paralysis from the neck down.
And I guess that's not such an easy thing to do, to immobilize that thing, huh?
Not easy, but it can be done.
Do you have anybody in mind to do the operation?
I have a list of fine neurosurgeons I'd like to go over with
No,
you.
I wouldn't want a list, man. We're talking about something that could turn me into a vegetable. I don't want some stranger.
Tony, there are a lot of good men in the neurological field, believe me.
That's your field.
Used to be, yes.
So you do the operation.
No.
Why?
Because it wouldn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Tony, I haven't operated in years.
You're in training, aren't you?
I am not ready.
Well, you gotta start somewhere.
Maybe so, Tony, but not with you. Now, for God's sake, you're my brother-in-law. Now, no, absolutely not. It's not possible.
Thanks for the consultation, Doc. I'll let you know what I think, okay?
Tony, wait a minute. There is nothing to think about. I'm sorry. I thought I made that clear.
The only thing that's clear is I got one hell of a choice here. I got death or paralysis.
Then I haven't explained myself well enough, because this operation can succeed.
And it can fail. You want to give me odds? No. Ed, I've seen those people that live through these operations. And like Dr. Ramsey's brother, in a wheelchair, and their life is working, and I think it's great. I really do. But I couldn't live like that. I couldn't do it.
Yes, you could, Tony, if you had to. But with any luck, you won't have to.
Talking to me about luck? I need time.
Well, that's the one thing that we don't have. Now, I'm going to set up a consultation with Bea and Annabelle.
No! I will do this myself. Now, you swore to me you weren't going to tell anybody. I'm going to hold you to that.
Why do you want to isolate yourself? Your family loves you. They have a right to know. They could help you make your decision.
I'm going to make this decision on my own.
Oh, Tony.
Don't argue with me. I mean it. If you bring anyone else into this, you've made my decision for me. I won't even think about having an operation.